I've got a reason as to why Tyson Fury might be back in boxing and why he might be back to face Alexander Usyk as opposed to Anthony Joshua. Now, let's get into it. So, we all know, we've all seen Tyson Fury, we all follow him on Instagram. So, Tyson Fury, over the past couple of months, since being retired to Alexander Usyk when he announced his retirement in January, has been posting a couple of clips of him doing boxing. Just another night at the office with the Gypsy King. Round 12, grafting as always. They say, if you don't use it, you don't lose it. So I'm using daily. I think it's very interesting, those choice of words, and he has been posting a couple of clips of him doing training, getting in shape. Um, the grind never stops, 7 days a week. But we know what Tyson Fury is like when it comes to his mental health. We know he needs, you know, the boxing training, the overall training aspect in terms of, to help with his mental health. We know what Tyson Fury has been a massive advocate of that. But do you remember a couple of months ago, he posted this on his Instagram, Tyson Fury April 18th, 2026, Wembley Stadium, the Trilogy UK contract. Obviously, Spencer Brown, etc., right? So he put that tweet and he posted on his Instagram back in July, only a couple of months ago. And we've kind of not really seen anything since. But the reason as to why it makes me believe is if Turkey Al-Sheikh did confirm on Saturday night his plans. Now he confirmed his plans for Matchroom boxing. So Turkey Al-Sheikh revealed big plans for Anthony Joshua in 2026. He also says, obviously he says about AJ fight in February, he says about a big surprise for the British boxing fans in September 2026. But he said this, also says he has a big event planned for Manchester in April / London, he also said. That's when they want to allegedly do the trilogy. I believe Tyson Fury wants the fight with Alexander Usyk more than Anthony Joshua, because I think I've seen Frank Warren speak about it on a couple of interviews. Which one do you think Tyson Fury wants, the Usyk trilogy, or does he want the Anthony Joshua fight? I think Tyson Fury wants both, but I think he prefers the Alexander Usyk trilogy, because Tyson Fury's like with his ego, he wants to get one of those get backs, become more champion again and whatnot. But you see now Usyk has released a belt in the WBO. I think that's a couple of reasons. Now, hear me out. Do you remember when he released the belt to fight Tyson Fury for the rematch? Obviously, Dubois became full champion. Obviously, for Anthony Joshua, the rest is history. Could we see a similar situation where it happens with Tyson Fury again? Because we know the undisputed titles will not be on the line. Alexander Usyk had to do, a release one of the belts. He did say before he retires he wants to have a trilogy with Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury to be able to complete the set. He's done everything in boxing, but then to have on his record a trilogy with some of, in my opinion, Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua are the second, third best of this era. To beat those guys in a trilogy, man, I don't think your record and your legacy and your list of accomplishments could just genuinely get any better. I don't think he needs to fight Anthony Joshua for a trilogy. I don't think he needs to fight Tyson Fury for a trilogy. He's clearly proven and shown that he's best of this era, and he's clearly better than both of them. And I'm an Anthony Joshua fan. Some people call me an Anthony Joshua fanboy, but it is what it is. Do you think he could fight Tyson Fury for a trilogy? Because if Alexander Usyk offers it him, does Tyson Fury say no? But then at the same breath, if Turkey's got a big surprise for the fans in September, are they going to do it in April? Probably not. So I do think it's going to be very, very interesting. I personally believe Tyson Fury is not back. I do believe Tyson Fury is probably going to come back to boxing. I do. There's nonsense about £1 billion is a little rubbish. That's just Tyson Fury just being a prat, right? But the way he's been posting his pictures and stuff on his socials, on his Instagram, I do believe he is going to come back to boxing. I do. I don't think you post all these clips the way you write it if you're not going to come back. I believe he is going to come back to boxing. Look, who knows? Tyson Fury said many times he's retired and came back. Who knows? This could be the actual time. And he actually could be retired. But we want to see the anti-Joshua Tyson Fury fight. Do I want to see a trilogy with Usyk? Not really, if I'm being honest. I'd rather see Usyk set off into the sunset with that perfect, undefeated record. Something that is genuinely hard to get by these days. To become undefeated is hard. To be then become a 3-time undisputed champion while being undefeated at cruiserweight and heavyweight. Yeah, again, I don't know if I'll ever see that again in my lifetime from a boxer. So I kind of want Usyk to retire, but we know Usyk probably will do at least one more, in my opinion. I don't think it with Fabio Wardley. He might fight Fabio Wardley. He might just need more time. Who knows? Usyk just wants to do what he wants. He's the champion. He's the champion of 3 other belts. So why wouldn't he do what he wants? So it's going to be very interesting to see if the other belts do start getting released. And then I think that's going to be quite easy picture and telling to kind of predict what's going to be going to run off in that regards. But yeah, I do think Tyson Fury is back. I do. And I think you will hear something about Tyson Fury coming back into boxing within the next 1 to 2 months. I've just got a feeling. Because at that point, obviously his last fight was December. So it'll nearly be a year. I think you will hear something early 2026 about Tyson Fury. But yeah, this is just kind of like a theory video. And I wanted to chat about it. Plus, we're connecting the other dot to dots. Will he fight Alexander Usyk in a trilogy? Will he fight Anthony Joshua? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, he might just stay retired. Who knows? If he wants to stay retired, he's a great of the game, and fair play to him. And it's a shame that we will never get the Joshua fight if he was to stay retired. But we know Turki Al-Sheikh delivers when it matters. But people smash the like, subscribe to the boxing channel, stay up to date with the latest boxing news and just overall boxing. So we've got a watch along coming for this up and coming weekend fight for the David Benavidez Anthony Yard fight. So make sure you smash a like and subscribe to watch that watch along on Saturday night. Take care, and I'll see you all very soon.